bonsoir. The Prime Minister has just hosted, together with Premier Doug Ford, a meeting of the First Ministers across Canada. Minister LeBlanc and I joined him, and we were also joined by Deputy Commissioner of the RCMP, Mark Flynn, who's with us here. It was a really good, really important meeting. We talked about the Canada-US relationship, and our central agreement on which everyone was agreed really from the outset was that this is a time when we need to play for Team Canada. We need to work in a united and coordinated way. We agreed that we need to be smart, strong, and united in meeting this challenge. We spoke principally about the border and the Canada-US trade relationship. When it came to the economic relationship, we talked about the fact that trade between Canada and the United States is balanced and mutually beneficial, that Canada is the largest market for the United States by far, larger than China, Japan, the UK, and France combined. Many premiers talked about how important their provinces are for U.S. exporters. And we also talked about how the United States depends on us for many essential products. In particular, we spoke about energy. We talked about how the U.S. relies on Canadian oil, Canadian electricity, Canadian critical minerals and metals. Premiers referred to how that dependency on Canadian energy is particularly important today at a time when AI is such an important force for the economy of the future, and AI is so power hungry. We also spoke about how Canada and the United States are aligned when it comes to China and China's unfair trade practices, China's intentional policy of capacity. We spoke a lot about the border. Minister LeBlanc will have more to say about that, but our shared view was that, of course, the United States has the absolute right to control who enters the United States, just as Canada has the absolute right to control who enters Canada. We agreed that illegal drugs, especially opioids, are a scourge for both of our countries, and that we need to continue to work hard to ensure our border is safe and secure, and to really crack down on illegal drugs. Alors, on a eu une excellente conversation avec le Premier ministre, organisé une excellente conversation avec les premiers ministres des provinces et territoires. Le ministre Leblanc et moi étaient là. Aussi avec des fonctionnaires comme le sous-commissionnaire de GRC, Mark Flynn, qui est avec nous. On a discuté les relations entre le Canada et les États-Unis. On était d'accord que c'est nécessaire pour nous de prendre une approche équipe Canada et qu'on sera unis et coordonnés dans nos efforts. On a parlé des relations économiques entre nos deux pays qui sont équilibrées et qui sont vraiment gagnant-gagnant pour nos deux pays. Et on a parlé de la frontière et que pour le Canada, c'est très important d'avoir une frontière sécure, contrôlée par nous. Et aussi, c'est la même chose pour nos voisins américains et qu'on doit et va continuer de travailler pour assurer cela. Le ministre Leblanc était là aussi et il va dire quelques mots.
Merci. Alors, Christia, je ne vais pas embarquer là-dessus. Comme la dernière fois, j'avais l'air d'un géant. Merci beaucoup. Merci, Christia. Merci au sous-commissaire de la GRC, Mark Flynn, responsable pour la police fédérale, qui est avec nous ce soir. Christia a bien dit, c'était une discussion. Elle a adressé les discussions économiques avec les premiers ministres des provinces et des territoires. On a beaucoup parlé aussi de l'importance de continuer de sécuriser la frontière entre le Canada et les États-Unis, l'importance de gérer l'immigration afin qu'on ne devienne pas une porte d'entrée pour ceux et celles qui cherchent finalement à se rendre aux États-Unis. Moi, j'ai rappelé au Premier ministre les mesures que Mark Miller, mon collègue, a prises afin de resserrer, par exemple, les visas pour les ressortissants mexicains. On a fait la même chose avec les avions en provenance de l'Inde. Mark Miller a clairement dit, et j'ai répété ça au Premier ministre, que nous sommes prêts à faire à prendre d'autres mesures, à agir davantage afin de s'assurer que les personnes qui viennent au Canada ne viennent pas ici sur des prétextes fraudulents pour se rendre aux États-Unis. Nous avons discuté l'importance de combattre, comme Mme Freeland a dit, les opioïdes et en particulier le fentanyl. Le sous-commissaire Flynn, qui est avec nous, m'a rappelé plus tôt aujourd'hui les mesures que la police fédérale dans plusieurs provinces, les mesures que nous avons prises précisément pour démanteler le crime organisé, les gangs criminels qui fabriquent le fentanyl, mais il faut encore agir davantage avec nos partenaires américains. Le président Trump a identifié les préoccupations quant au fentanyl. Nous partageons entièrement sa préoccupation. C'est dans l'intérêt des Canadiens que nous travaillons davantage avec, par exemple, la Chine pour arrêter les produits chimiques qui viennent au Canada ou aux États-Unis. Alors, c'est un dialogue continuel avec nos partenaires américains, mais j'ai beaucoup apprécié l'appui des premiers ministres pour des investissements davantage dans les services frontaliers du Canada, dans la GRC, et Mme Freeland et moi, on va travailler dans ce sens-là très activement. It was a good conversation focused to a considerable extent on border security. We spoke to premiers about the security currently in place at the Canadian border. We believe that there is a circumstance where we can make additional investments to reassure Canadians that all of the measures necessary are in place and will continue to be in place. We have a lot of faith in the work done by Border Services officers, by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We appreciate the work of provincial police forces. The Prime Minister spoke to premiers about the important work of collaborating with law enforcement agencies. The Ontario Provincial Police, Sûreté de Québec, are valuable partners for the RCMP, and work with them in ensuring that all of the measures are in place. And finally, we spoke about additional measures, additional investments that we can make in supporting the work of the RCMP, of Canadian Border Services Agency. Premiers spoke about their desire to collaborate with us on issues around border security, including...
So basically, it didn't do fuck all for us. Mexican Prime Minister is a lady. Her and the U.S. are already cleared up. Look at this. This is Donald Trump's post. Right here. 1 second. I'll make it bigger. There we go. This is Donald Trump's post right here. This is already done between Mexican lady. Like, good for her for standing up to Trump to getting this done right away. Where our own Prime Minister can't even get nothing done for Canadians. Like, bud, either jump up and down, make sure your balls are fucking dropping, or go out and get a new fucking set, do something. Stand up for fucking to Trump to protect your fucking Canadians, bud. Here, I'll push this down so you guys can see. Just had a wonderful conversation with the new president of Mexico, Claudia. I'm not even going to try to read that. Pardo. She has agreed to stop migration through Mexico and into the United States effectively, closing our southern borders. We also talk about what can be done to stop the massive drugs inflow into the United States and also the U.S. of the drugs. It was a very productive conversation. And where's Trudeau? He says he's doing stuff for us, yet our borders are open. I don't see any of his tweets out yet. This was last night. You see how fast this Mexican lady? Like, good for her. We have a prime minister who came and find his fucking balls and came and do anything for Canada. Like, stop hiding behind your skirt. Pick up your fucking balls if you can find them. And start fucking protecting Canadians. Or call a goddamn election and let Pierre Poilievre take over. He will axe the tax, fix the budget, stop the crime, stop the invasion, stop the drugs, and build the homes. Let's hear it. Pierre Poilievre for Prime Minister of Canada. Like and subscribe, everybody. God bless. Have a safe day.